Hey, how's it going? I'm Joshua Paul with SampleServe. I'm the product manager at SampleServe, and thank you for joining me today. This is a special masterclass. We usually do a masterclass every Wednesday describing our platform. We like to bring on experts from the field. We like to bring on current users of our platform. We like to talk about our platform and talk about the success stories of our users using the SampleServe platform. And we got a special one for you today. We're talking about the Sample ENV platform. This is for environmental professionals. We make digital tools for environmental professionals. And as you can see here, our Sample ENV platform handles project management, mobile data collection in the field, lab solutions as well as graphics and reporting in the end. And today we're talking about a special one. If you have any questions or comments, by the way, throw them in the chat. And Russell's not here today. He's off giving a lecture downstate. So it's just going to be me. But I'm going to be showing you today exactly how to perform a new soil sampling event on our platform. We have just released soil sampling, specialized workflows on our platform. And it's actually really cool because you can print out specific labels now. You can have built-in forms that we know what type of data that you're collecting, and everything works out really well. So let me show you how to set one of those up in the project management tool here. So here we have the project management tool. I'm going to select a new event here. Actually, let me go over to settings here. I just want to show you. So soil vapor is now its own sample media here. So as you can see, soil vapor. We used to have other /soil vapor, but now we have soil vapor by itself. And this way we can control more of the aspects that are involved with what you're sampling when we know that it's soil vapor specifically. So let's go over back to events. Let's create a new soil vapor event here. We'll just call this March sampling here. I'll give it a date today. And as you can see, I already have 2 sample locations uploaded on my sample location on my workspace here. Uploading sample locations works the same as uploading sample locations for a groundwater or soil sample or any other drinking water sample location. You just add the name, and you can upload GPS location with it. So over here, I'm going to add a test to this. We'll just use our demo lab. I'm going to create a test, and this is just a example test. I just want to show you that I can name and create an exact test with my exact parameters here. So I'm going to just come up with a method here, and all this is obviously made up here. So we're just going to go assume the canister. We'll just leave this how it is here, 1 with no preservative, obviously. And then I'll hit save. And now I have that new specific test that I have generated here. I'm going to select this for these 2 sample locations. We got Summa canister as my sampling method. So that's going to automatically know that I'm going to be testing sampling in a Summa canister. So it'll pull up that specific form for me in the field. So I'm going to hit save. Let's head over to schedule. I'll add myself here. And I'm on here a couple times. I'm not sure which email each one is attached to. So I'm going to add all myself here. I'm going to hit save here. Now I have this work scope setup generated. I can add custom forms if I'd like to. This custom form, I can add any type of field here. I can add text field, number field, photos, select one, add a signature, or even a timer built in here. So I can add any kind of specific data collection form that I'd like to add in the field here. Now let's head over to the field app. And let's make sure that our printer is plugged in. Looks like it is here. With the save button. Now let's go back and look for our sampling event that we just created. Here we go, March sampling up here. So I'm going to tap this to download this event. It's going to go out. It's going to grab all the details so that I can start working offline if I'd like to. So you see that green down arrow? Everything's set. Now it's going to give me my GPS location of my house because I don't have any GPS locations attached to the soil sample, these soil samples yet. So what I can do is I got my two soil sample or my two vapor samples here that I have. I'm going to select basement 1 here. I can take any type of picture that I'd want by hitting add pictures here, so I can document any kind of pictures, any kind of visual documentation that I can document. So I'm just going to take a picture of my keyboard. But what it's going to do is going to show you the last 3 pictures right here. And then also I'm going to set my GPS location for this sample by hitting this grab GPS right here. So now this GPS location is set on this sample location here. Down here is my container summary. I'm going to hit start sampling now. So now this is that built-in checklist, this form that we know exactly what type of information you're collecting. You can always add custom forms to collect more data, but this is what the bare minimum that the app knows that you need right here. So we're going to have canister ID. We're just going to make up some numbers here. Got flow regulator ID, make up some numbers here. Initial vacuum, 52. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit start here so we can start this initial vacuum. So what we can do now, and this is nice about this platform, is that this collection timer here, this is going to be our timer for, we're timing the stabilization on the vacuum and the canister here. What I can do is I can close this app. I can leave here, like let's back out. And I can get the other one ready if I'd like to. We can go back into that sample location here. I can hit continue sampling. And then here, all I have to do, let's say it's the next day, 2 days later, hours later, doesn't matter. I can hit stop here. And now it'll document the start and stop time. And then let's put in our final vacuum, 46. I'm not a vapor sampling guy, so these numbers that I'm making are completely made up right now. So let's collect these samples. I'm going to sign my name here, just like any other traditional sample. I'm going to take a selfie. I'm going to restart my Streamcast because that sometimes doesn't work. Gotta love third-party screen sharing applications. There we go. I head back into my app here. Let's hit continue on the selfie. And now what it's going to do, it's going to print out a customized sample location for me. And what this is going to have, it's going to have, here, let me grab one that makes actual real sense here. So on the sample, on this label, it's going to have my canister flow ID. It's going to have my canister ID, and it's going to have my start and stop time for my vacuum, and it's going to have my initial vacuum and my final vacuum on the sample location as well, which is going to be really nice when you're slapping this label on a Suma canister you got from, say, Eurofins. You won't have to write a single thing on there because it has everything that the Eurofins pre-built label that comes with has all that same information on there, so you can throw that on your sample or on your Suma canister and send it over into the laboratory. So I'm going to hit done. I can reprint this label if I'd like to, and afterwards I can generate my chain of custody here. So I'm going to hit the custody button. I just have that one sample under my custody, so we're going to create a chain of custody for this. So I'm going to grab my contact at the lab here. I'm going to hit vibe receiving, sign my name. This is the signature that goes on my chain of custody. I'll restart my broadcast again here. Let's get back into the app. Do direct transfer again. All right, I'll sign my name, signature that goes on the chain of custody, and this picture will also go on the chain of custody as well. And so what it's going to do, it's going to go out and generate that chain of custody, so I don't have to do a thing. I don't have to write anything down. I don't have to, fill out, multiple sheets or anything like that. What I can do is I can print a custody seal, throw that on the cooler or on the outside of my Suma canister, and the lab can scan that to pull up that chain of custody using our lab app. What I can also do is I can share that COC through an email. I can share that email to my lab to anybody I'd like. They'd be able to access that digital chain of custody through there. I can also print the chain of custody by downloading it directly to my device. Now let's go over here in my forms area here. Now it's going to show that my chain of custody has been sent to the lab. Once the lab receives it, their name will show up on this side. And let's pull up that chain of custody that we just generated right here. I didn't fill out any of the project information on top. You can do that yourself. And then down here I have my basement 1, my date, my time that I took it, and also my transfer history down here at the bottom. So, that's just a little bit of what we can do with soil vapor. We're adding many, many things in the future, and it's essentially going to be, a paperless soil vapor sampling method that you can do on SampleServe. So we're really excited about that. Let us know what you think. If this is something that you're interested in, and share this with somebody that you think this would be helpful to as well. So I'm Joshua Paul. We'll see you next week for the next SampleServe masterclass. So we'll see you. Thank you.